there any more ultimate goals that you have dealing with this music? Because you did say you would like to go like on college tours and school tours and stuff like that.
That's my big thing, to go on different tours and hit the markets that people aren't catering to. Like I said, going to even like doing a high school tour in another city like Louisiana, like Baton Rouge, like somewhere like that, like doing a high school tour there, like just wanting to hear other places, hear my perspective and where I came from, my story, and see how I can relate to them. See, people gotta understand, me growing up in a system being in independent livings and group homes, there's a lot of kids that can relate to my story. You know how many kids grew up in the streets? How many kids was in placement? How many kids grew up in group homes, foster care, that can relate to my situation? That's one hell of a fan base. If I can touch all of these kids, that will be like crazy. Like, cause I know what it's hitting for. Like when I was in Arbery, they did the Olympics. This is how I know this platform is big. They did Olympics every year where they pick one spot out of town, like say like New York or New Jersey. We went to New Jersey one time, and they will call up like different like group homes from different places, like New York or Cali or this that, and they'll all fly there. We'll all compete in sports in this one area. All the group homes will. And just going there, it was amazing to see how many different like youth group homes there was in all these different places. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of kids.
Big talent.
Big talent. I mean, I see, like, I'm not gonna lie, my team, we lost in a championship to a squad of kids that was 11, 10 years old. They whooped these kids were nice. They had this point guard on their team. This dude was he was the best player on their team. They had one good player, but he made the rest of them. He was just passing the ball to them. Like, he'll find open players. These dudes was hitting threes, all crazy, knocking them down. Dudes wearing glasses and shit. Like, they looked like they didn't even hoop. This team crushed us. They ran down on us. And just saying that, I'm like, wow. Like these, like I'm like, this is crazy to see this shit. I'm like, this is all different group homes and youth homes. I'm like, these are people that relate to my story, what I got going on right now. So if they hear my music, like, damn, this dude, like, I can touch all these people. I can. That's my fan base. Those are the things that artists dream to have, to be able to touch people like that. Those are artists. A lot of artists can't say that. Like that's an artist's dream. That's the main reason why artists don't make it. Trying to reach people. They're trying to find who's their fan base, who's gonna support what they got going on. What makes your story different from everybody else's? That's gonna make people want to buy your tickets or buy your album. And I think I found mine.
I was going to ask you that. What separates your music from everybody else's?
Basically just my story and my background, where I come from. I'm able to talk about things, and I went through things that a lot of people haven't went through. A lot of people lived in the streets. This is how I look at it. And I tell people, like, okay, a lot of people say, you'll hear street dudes say, man, my family was never there for me. All I had was the streets. Well, you chose your family. You chose to be around your bros. You left your family. You chose to be around the guys and with the streets. That's your family. That's like, versus a person like me who was in a group home. I had nobody. I didn't have the streets at the time. I didn't have my actual family at the time. I was stuck in a group home. That's totally different.
Would you consider your group, your family? I mean, would you consider people in the group home your family?
Hell no. Hell no. I hated being there, and it was like, sometimes it was some of the worst experience. Other than going on those trips and different things like that, meet these people, like there was no family, and there was a lot of that shit was like jail in there, prison.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't sweet in there. There was rats in there. There was all types of shit that I seen at a young age. Shit was going down in there. Like, you had to really protect yourself like it was jail. That shit wasn't sweet in there. Actually, it was way rough than like jail. You got guards around 24/7. There's one staff that may be on the thing, and he may go to leave the block or something real quick. It's every man for themselves. Yeah. That's how it was.
Had a lot of fights in that situation?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of fights. Got jumped a couple times. All that shit. Like, I imagine I'm doing this shit at a young age. 12, 13, 14. I'm going through this shit.
Right. I mean, so, I'm not going to lie. I'm curious to hear the tape, you know what I mean? Because I want to hear some more about the situation, some more stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I see you, like I said, you're fairly new, and I'm starting to see you everywhere. You got the songs with Hardo, doing the parties with Hardo, doing your own shows and stuff like that. So salute to you. I mean, I can see what your vision for real. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hell of a vision to have. It's powerful. Is there anything else you mind, informing the people about?
Nah, man. Just be on the lookout. Honestly, just be on the lookout for my music and more videos that I got coming. Like I said, I just want people just to respect what I have going on and the things that I'm going to bring to the table with this music shit, because I'm doing something different. I'm about to start putting these kids in the studio. I'm about to start having vlogs that I'm going to be submitting to the news and stuff like that, letting them know to air this. Let kids know if they're looking for studio time or they want to be involved with something good, to hit me up. Like, that's what I'm on. Like, I'm on the positive side. Like, there's a lot of negative shit going on in the world nowadays, especially in the city. And I think it's time for somebody to shine a spotlight on something different, and do something different here. And that's what I'm on.
All right, if there was an aspiring artist that was looking for some advice, what advice would you give them?
Pretty much don't listen to what nobody have to say. If you believe in what you have going on, you believe in your talent, you believe in it, keep doing that shit. Like, 'cause there's a lot of people to this day that I remember, like it was yesterday, who try to tell me not to make music, stop doing music, I shouldn't do it, this, that, and the third. And now they're in my inbox today congratulating me, telling me that I'm doing my thing, and they bump my shit every day. So you got to believe in yourself. That's just pretty much what it comes down to. You can't let nobody tell you to don't do something, because I'm gonna be real. A lot of times when people try to talk down on what you got going on, because they're not confident what they have going on, so they want to see somebody else fail. So that's pretty much what people would do. So I realized that. And once you keep doing what you're doing, people is going to come around. It took a while for people to come around with me, but they're coming around now. Like, people starting to click on, bump my music, stream it. It took a while for people to get used to it, because it's different. You know, when people first hear my music, especially with me, like, you should see the reactions people get when I go in these clubs or I perform. And you should see the looks on these people's faces, how they're, like, people's mouths literally be open. And it's the funniest shit in the world. And I'd be like, because they're probably so amazed, like, they never really heard nothing like this. You know, they're so used to hearing bitch this, gun, all this, and it's like, I get up there and I'm spark the movement and put it into this garbage music. I come out with some shit like that, and these niggas is like, whoa, like, who is this? Is he even from here? You know what I'm saying? Like, the looks on it, like, being on stage, the best feeling in the world, because I get to really see everything. Like, and the looks on these people's faces when I'm performing is priceless. It really be priceless. Like, mouths be open, eyes be big, they be smiling. Those people that I see dancing to the end, even the niggas, like, there be niggas that don't even want to support so bad, but I be seeing them rock like they got no choice but to move some type of way, like they try hard not to move, but they rocking to that shit. It's funny as hell, man, being up there, but I love it. I love that shit. I love it.
Hell yeah. All right, so you know, you got videos out, music on platforms. Where can the people find you, and how can
just
they
vote me up on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Type me in Big Regg. B-I-G.
Is there anything distinctive that we should search for? Because, you know, Big Regg is like a common name. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, basically, if you want to search for, like, I'll say search for that Kobe. That's like my #1 song right now. Okay. That got the most views. That's the most song. Like, people love that song. So if you do want to look for something to get straight to my page, and Kobe, you know, you can't forget that name. That's Kobe. Like, you can't forget that name. So just look that up, Big Regg Kobe, and it's gonna pop right up.
All right, so I want everybody out there to go stream Big Regg's music. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple songs, Kobe, Industry. I think you had a song called College Dropout.
Yeah, College Dropout. I got White Russian. I got Plug Talk. I got Pittsburgh. I got Real Music. I got a song called Ratchet. I got some shit.
Did you ever go to college?
No, I didn't.
So what's the song College Dropout about?
Because I actually, I lied. I did go to college, but I dropped out. I went to CCAC. I was going there for music. Basically learn how to produce music, and I didn't finish. I ended up dropping out.
That's something. That's enough said. All right, so yeah, go searching. I mean, tell them how to find you again.
Yeah, search me up on all platforms. Big Regg. You can follow me on Instagram. Big Regg 412. Don't forget the 2 G's. BIGREGG. Big Regg 412. You can follow me on Facebook. Reggie Turner. My music on all platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, everywhere. These are you can even Shazam me. Be in a store.
Just Google you, huh?
Yeah, just Google me. Big Regg. I'm gonna come right up and tell you, like.
Yeah, I seen your music. Your music page comes up.
Yeah, my music page come up, and I'm also I'm doing this thing where I'm about to when you search me on Google. Because ain't nobody claimed that name yet. I found out on there, so I'm about to claim it. I gotta pay something, so that way when you type me up, I'm gonna be the first person that come up when you search Big Regg. So once I get that in, it's gonna really be on after that. So. All
right, salute to you, man. I see the vision and respect the grind. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, bro, for having me. You know, I love doing interviews, and we're gonna definitely check back in. I'm gonna check back in. Give it some more time, sometime next year or something. See the progression, see how far I came.
Yeah, when you get signed, let me know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I love doing that. I love coming back to interviews. I like doing interviews and then coming back talk about the progression. Because next time I come here, you might be like, man, how I feel to be with OVO? You feel me fucking with Drake right now? You know what I mean?
remember you said you wanted to be the Pittsburgh Jay-Z.
You said you wanted to be the Pittsburgh Jay-Z.
Now you signed with Jay-Z and shit.
You doing your thing, you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
we gonna do something. Don't even trip.
SmugTV.